All right, I see we still have a few more people popping in. I'll continue to admit people as they join us, but I am going to go ahead and start our program. So, welcome to the school year's first virtual parent coffee. Um, I was scheduling these pretty regularly a couple years ago when we weren't on campus as much, and then let them go last year, but honestly have missed the very casual and convenient connection point for the parent community. And what I hope through the year is to schedule these every quarter or so, maybe 7 weeks, 8 weeks. We'll see how the rhythm hits us, but looking for a really great way just to get information out to you, the parent community. Just want to say again that this is recorded, so if you prefer not to be on a meeting that is recorded, I invite you to go ahead and sign off. And then the recording will be connected to the nightly news on Sunday. So if you have a friend who didn't get to didn't get to see the presentation, or if there's a part of it you want to review for yourself, just know that that will be linked, and you can always come back and check those out. Get us started with a few announcements about the school year. So, welcome to the 23-24 school year. As you know, we're closing out our first week with all of our students back on campus. It was such a joy to welcome our students this year. We have over 460 students on campus with us. Very exciting. And we've admitted, I think, 121 new students. A lot of that growth is in our lower school. You hear that number and think, wow, that's so many new students. But, appreciate that over 20% of them are represented, or I should say, maybe just at 20% of them are represented by our new kindergartners who are joining us as knights for the first time. To facilitate having two classrooms in all of our lower school grades, we conducted a few summer projects. One was a build out of a new kindergarten room. If you haven't seen that, maybe you'll see it before or after school. One of these one of these days here, and we now have two classes in every grade in lower school. And then as you move up into middle and upper, we also did an office remodel to accommodate an office for Miss K and Mr. Carlson, both in slightly smaller spaces, but that did open up a new classroom for us for our middle and upper school students. We've also welcomed some new faculty to our community this fall. And again, as evidenced by our growth, some of these faculty we've hired are filling new positions we've created. And then we also had some replacements. So I'm going to talk you through those new colleagues and just tell you a little bit more about their roles. So one of the things about growing is we're able to add new programming. Aisha Ali joins us part-time as a lower school technology teacher, and her focus there is going to be on digital citizenship. Tracy Canada joins us after a long career in the Martin County school system. She is our 3D art teacher, teaching middle and upper school visual art classes. Jennifer Castellanos is joining us as our K-6 excuse me, admitting a few more people here, joining us as our K-6 counselor, and then also working as our extended day coordinator. We're very happy to have her working in that capacity for us. And that is indeed an ad. I'll say a little bit more about our counselors in the coming slides. Michael Dodds is our French teacher this year. Jennifer Freisha has joined us to teach kindergarten. As some of you might know, Diane Hollowell retired from full-time teaching, but is still with us in a part-time capacity to support literacy for our youngest students and also get them doing some gardening. So that will be really fun for them. Sarah Gonzalez is our upper school Spanish teacher. I'm very happy to announce that Maddie Horowitz has joined me as the administrative assistant to the head of school. She's here working full time and also coaching volleyball. So she didn't waste any time jumping into the Pine School community. Emily Howard is teaching 5th and 6th grade science, and Miss Snow moved into 7 and 8 science. So just a little bit of a reshuffle there. We had high demand in our science classes, and we're fortunate to bring Gabrielle Johnson on board. She is working as our biology intern, teaching 2 biology classes, helping with lab prep, and working closely with Dr. Bagaski as she starts her educational career. Other new colleagues, we have Renato Lucas, who joins us as our physics teacher. He is also going to be coaching a robotics team. So look for information about that. he'll be getting that program up and off the ground. And I look forward to seeing Pine School students in a competitive capacity there with robotics. It should be really fun for them. Let me admit a few more people here. Brett McCormick joins us as a bus driver and also a member of our maintenance team. The campus is indeed looking very spruced up from a summer filled with work and repair. Janice Remington is a first grade teacher. She and Amy Mazzotta are working collaboratively and having a great time already. Marissa Robinson is an academic support teacher, working with kids, I believe, like third through eighth grade primarily. We do have a kind of a sub position right now. One of our upper school history teachers unfortunately could not start the school year with us. So I just want to thank Molly Smith for stepping in and holding down the fort there with a few of our history classes as we settle that staffing. Jessica Walderstorff joins us as our upper school learning specialist. Her office is right off the library. She's very accessible to our upper school students, and I think that's going to be a real convenience to them. Sue Keitel, who you may know from being a sub here in the past and also coaching our tennis team, has now joined us full time. She also is working as an academic support teacher. And then lastly, Nicolina Wilson has come on board as a new educational assistant. So she is joining a great team there in lower school as we kind of fill in staffing for the growth we've seen in that division. As you see these people and meet them, definitely welcome them to Pine. So here we are at the start of the year. I always think about families and how we can connect with you all and help you and get information to you, connect with you and support you if there's a challenge that comes up. So just want to remind you of who you might reach out to. The first thing I would offer here at the top of this slide, always feel free to reach out to your child's homeroom teacher or advisor for help. So, if you're just wondering, gosh, where would I find this information? Or can you clarify this for me? Or, my child came home and had this to say. Could you tell me more about it? That's often a great place to start. And if the homeroom teacher or advisor can't help you, they will definitely know, to where you can direct your question or concern. I would also offer to you that Assistant Head of School Kelly Hilton Green is very accessible and would be happy to speak with you. He helps me with a lot of the more overarching K-12 functions of the school, safety and security, as well as some discipline in the upper grades. And he also does a lot with student life, coordinating our retreat days, helping to support off-campus education. So always feel free to reach out to him. And then in each of your divisions, you have a division director. In lower school, that's Jennifer McDonough. In middle school, that's Jonathan Tulliver. And then in upper school, Sean Carlson has been our academic dean for quite some time, but now firmly established as our upper school director. And I'm glad to have him holding the reins for that division. I mentioned one of our school counselors to you already, Jennifer Castellanos. I want to remind you that Heidi Kay is the director of school counseling. She has been here, I believe she told me for 9 years, maybe 8 years. So really happy that Heidi is still here directing our overall school counseling program. But now, with our growth and with the needs we're seeing in our students, really wanted to bring someone else on board to just, help with some character education, help students learn some good self-management and self-care. I'm really happy to see the way that Heidi and Jennifer are working together already. One thing I would pause here and say, every now and then I'll have a conversation with a family and it's, months after the fact where they're bringing up to me something that was really frustrating or, something they had a tough time navigating. I want to offer to you that, both Ms. Castellanos and Ms. Kay, could have a conversation with you as a parent and give you some guidance, give you some insight, or, even work really quietly to try and, mend a social relationship here or give some support to your children at school. But, realize that we are here to partner with you. I know that things don't always go smoothly, especially for adolescents as they're navigating some of those friendships. But, as we start out the year, we've got an opportunity for a new beginning, and please let us know if we can help you. Another person here to support our students is Nurse Palmer, Andrea Palmer. She's a great resource to us. Lori Roush is still here in a part-time capacity as our school nurse, but Andrea is full-time and would be so happy to speak with you if you've got any health concerns or a situation that you need help on campus, navigating, really encourage you to reach out to her. And then we do have a full technology team. We have 3 people who staff our technology office, and they've got one common email, which you could use if you'd like. It's support@thepineschool.org. You're also welcome to reach out to Jorge Salas or Paul Needham. I will say, hats off to that crew. They've been doing a great job helping students come back to campus, get connected to our Wi-Fi, get their logins squared away for, their MyPine account and for their Google accounts. So, working quickly to make sure that technology is in place to support learning. There's another great group here to support you and connect with you, and that's our Parents Association. I'm going to step out of the seat right now, and I'm going to invite Evie Bashan to come and speak to you for a few minutes about the Pine Parents Association. So, Evie.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Binney. My name is Evie Bashan, and I am the PA president, which is the Parent Association president. I've been at Pine here for the last 5 years. I have 3 kids that go here, 2 girls that are in upper school in 9th and 10th grade, and 1 son in middle school. Just a little bit about the Parent Association, just so you know, everyone is enrolled when you come to Pine. You're automatically enrolled in the Parent Association. Basically, the purpose, just like it says on the slide, of the Pine of the PA is to build parent community. That's both within your grade level and across grade levels. We really want it to be a Pine family and everyone to get to know everyone. The other main purpose of the PA is for faculty and staff appreciation. We would like to help carry out all the activities that show how much we appreciate all the faculty and staff. So basically, there's going to be tons of opportunities that come up, volunteer opportunities that come up throughout the year. Some that are already starting is auction. We have a big auction in November. We have holiday decoration, coffee carts, book fair, and other teacher appreciation activities. Truly, there's something for everyone. If you want to get involved, there's a way to do so. And just like we tell our children, the more you put into something, the more you get out of something. So the more we as parents put into the school, the more we're going to get out of Pine. And that's basically it. We're going to be using MyPine to reach out to you in the messages. So we're going to send out any volunteer opportunities through messaging of MyPine. And we have our first Parent Association general meeting that's listed on the slide on Monday, September 11th at 8:30 a.m. in the dining hall. So I hope everybody can make it out there. And if you need anything at all, please feel free to message me. Thank you.
That's great, Evie. Thank you. I would say, from my perspective as the head of school, I'm really grateful to the Parents Association for everything you do to bring that community together, but also to thank teachers. It's sadly a career that we see people choosing to leave. And, for us at Pine to create an awesome place for people to work, it's huge. It's huge. So thank you for what you do. And I too encourage all parents to jump on board and enjoy getting to know other parents through the association. So a little bit more about staying connected. Reach out anytime. Sometimes a quick email is good, but always feel free to connect through conversation. I at times will see an email correspondence and I think, this could have been such a good, quick conversation. And now we're sort of mired in this back and forth. So definitely pick up the phone and reach out if it's going to take you more than a couple sentences in a message. Your grade level parents are here to give you information weekly. Evie, would that also be someone they could write to if they wanted some volunteer opportunities? Those are people who support that effort through the Parents Association, right?
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So you should see those weekly emails come from a grade level parent. I know I just got my 9th grade email from Kat Oshuler. My daughter Nilla's in 9th grade. And, so if you see those come out and you just want to reach out and say, hey, is there something coming up that I could help with? That person could direct you in a great way. Homeroom teachers will also send out information in lower school. You'll see that. And then, of course, every Sunday is that nightly news letter that comes through. That's where this recording will be linked. I want to take a moment to talk about our new tool, MyPine. So we have launched a new sort of student information system this year, and we're really enjoying it. I would offer that it's a big improvement, at least with the the facility we have with it, the information we can convey. And so I'm going to come off here and just show you quickly a little tour of my pine. Let me let another person in here. Okay. And then we'll look at my pine. So hopefully you can still see my screen. Um, I went and logged in and chose my role. You can see up here in the top left corner as parent. And so if you log in as a parent, it'll show your role there. And then along the top bar here, you'll see some different opportunities, like things you can look at. It should land you on the resources board. If you're ever looking for a form or a past communication, this is a great place to land. You also will see your kids listed. And so don't tell Nilla if you see her, but she's about to be our little guinea pig here. If you click on your child's name, it'll give you some information about them. On progress, the first landing tab that you'll see, this is where it's going to list their schedule. And if you're looking for information about grades, you would find them here. I'm really happy to see. It looks like Nilla has turned in some good homework so far this year, so way to go. You can click through a little bit further and see like assignments, for instance. This is a calendar view that is showing you assignments that have been posted. When they're stretching across multiple days, it's telling you that's from like the assigned date to the due date. And by clicking on them, you can get more information about what's there. The schedule is really nice. This will tell you, we've got that funky 7-day rotating schedule. And so by clicking through the days, you can see exactly what is happening each and every day. I'm also really happy to see that Nilla went to her first 2 classes. So, if you're wondering where your kids are, maybe this will give you some assurance. I'll let you dig in here and explore on your own. The last thing that I'll highlight about it is if you look up here in the right-hand corner, you can see these red numbers for official notes and then also messages. So some of these are showing up for me because of my employee role at the Pine School, but messages are a great way to communicate quickly. And so if you go to messages, some of these you've probably seen come through as emails if you selected that feature, but under messages, here's one I got as a Pine School parent about parking that came from Mr. Hilton Green. Here's a great middle school note that came through from Mr. Tolliver. I'm probably again getting that one because of my role as an employee, not because I'm a middle school parent. Some of you would see maybe an upper school message or a lower school message, but the nice thing is that they're archived. These are going to stay there with you. And so you can always go back and search for them if you want to. And then back on that main resources page, there it goes, loading up again. On that main resources page, you can see here, there's a newsletter archive that you could go back to if you want to see an old nightly news or a big school communication that came through. So again, I'll leave it to you all to hunt around with this, but I really hope that you find it accessible and easy and a great way to sort of help your kids keep tabs on things here at school. So I'm going to go back to our slides now and quit my PSA for my Pine. If you're looking for that, there's a login on the Pine School website. So there's a different web address you can go to. But if you're ever, wondering, gosh, how do I get into my Pine? Just go to, www.thepineschool.org, and you will see a nice login there in the top right corner. And then, of course, a little nudge here, I'll echo Evie's invitation that you really welcome each other. So we want to set an example for how we would want our children to be reaching out and including new students. And, as I said in an earlier slide, we've got over 120 new students who have joined us this year, many of them in kindergarten. Some of them are siblings joining in other grades, but also a good number of families who are new to the school and even in some cases new to the area. So anything you can do to include them and help them feel welcome would be great. Another little thing to consider here is that you follow the Pine School on social media. We've got a great Flickr account where our Robert Ankrum, our Director of Communication, will post pictures. And these are just a few samplings of pics he took from our opening time at school. Really fun to see our seniors move into their role here, holding their class banner in that bottom right picture. So a few important announcements, things I wanted just to offer up to you, and then I'm going to go through some upcoming dates as well. But first, this was a real crowd pleaser with our upper school students yesterday. Due to the very warm weather, students will wear their regular uniforms this coming Tuesday. So I know that our gentlemen were very hot in their ties and long pants, and so we'll just treat Tuesday as a regular dress day, and we'll send out some reminders about that as well. The following Tuesday is picture day, and we are going to need students to be in their dress uniforms for that. So if again, we'll remind you, but hopefully that respite from the dress uniform is good for at least a week. I'm sincerely hoping that we're getting to a point where the weather might break a little bit for us. Another important announcement here, you might have seen some communication from me over the summer about the Florida State Scholarship Program that the Pine School is applying to participate in. If you were going to apply for a Florida scholarship, please do that ASAP. I'll send out a little bit of a nudge about this as well, but send the school your award information if you can by September 1st. We are having to put some administrative pieces together on our end to establish the families we'll need to record attendance for and follow up with. And so we really are trying to get our hands around who is going to be participating in that program. And then another important announcement coming up here, the Pine School has submitted permits to put in 4 sand volleyball courts. Those will go just to the north of our back field. It's going to be very exciting to have that sport here for our volleyball players, and I look forward to seeing that installation happen in the coming months. I don't have information about timing yet, just because we are going through a permitting process, but I will definitely communicate out once that project is underway, and we will see it happening. It will it will be a big installation in that space. We will definitely rope it off and keep children out of the area as we move through that. But I plan to see that completed by the end of the calendar year, and then of course off and running to have that sport in the spring. So more to follow on that. All right. That brings me to my last slide, and this will be my habit for these virtual coffees that I end with a look ahead at the calendar. I'm focusing here on events that would be more school-wide or division level. There are different things that will come up by grade level, and I'll leave it to your homeroom teachers or grade level parents to communicate about that. But a few things just to point out here. Tomorrow, 8/19 is our welcome back reception for parents, and that's here on the Pine School campus. Even if it's raining a little bit, I want you all to come out and meet each other. We're going to have a great event with some tasty food and nice, refreshing drinks. So please head on to the Pine School tomorrow, late afternoon. I believe that's from 5 to 7, and you're fine just to drop in, come and go. You don't need to feel like you have to be there for the whole time or arrive on time. We would love to see you and just spend some time visiting together as parents. Following Friday, a week from today, is going to be retreat day for middle and upper school. So our upper school students will head off campus. Our middle school students will be here with a special day of programming. So that will not be a typical school day for middle and upper school. As I already mentioned, we're going to have school photos. That's coming up on the 29th. That'll be Tuesday. Students dressed sharply in their dress uniform. And then on the 31st, we are going to have back to school night. If you're new to the Pine School, you will see that we really enjoy spelling night every chance we have with a K. So back to school night is no exception. This will be a wonderful opportunity for you to come and meet your students' teachers. Middle and upper school parents will actually go through the rotation and have time in every classroom. So that should be a lot of fun for you. Then right after that day, we will have a professional development day. So we do that just because the evening is a little long for our for our teachers, and it's nice that we can give them a slightly calmer day on Friday, and then offer, of course, a 4-day weekend over the Labor Day holiday to families. On the 12th of September, we'll have our honors assembly that will honor roll recipients for middle and upper school from last year. And then on the 21st of September, this is going to be a great event, something new we're trying this year. It's going to be Pine Night Out. So this is a parent meetup that will happen by geographical area. Our Parents Association and Development Office have worked to set this up, and we'll have I believe Waxons in Palm Beach County will be available that evening, Tiki 52 in Tequesta, and then further to the north, Carson's. And so, what we're hoping is that parents pick the most convenient place to go to and have an opportunity to meet families who live near them. And so, we'll just have, kind of this one fun night out for parents to meet up by geographical area. On Monday, the 25th, the school will be closed for Yom Kippur. We will come back on Tuesday after Yom Kippur and enjoy a very festive homecoming week. That is an upper school focused activity week for our 9th through 12th graders. It culminates in a homecoming dance that'll be that Saturday night. A lot of fun for our bigger kids, and our lower school and middle school students. I think have a fun time observing that and getting to see some of the activities we'll put on that week. Then on Wednesday, the 11th of October, we'll have lower school conferences and then we'll have testing for our other grades. So that will also be a day out of our rotation. It'll be a special day for students there. But just know if you've got younger children, they'll need some supervision that day. They won't be here at school. And then on the 13th of October, I've picked that day to have the next virtual parent coffee. So we'll look forward to gathering in virtual space. That'll be, just under 2 months out from now. And we'll look ahead at that time for what happens around the Pine School through our fall and winter holidays. And also look forward to bringing maybe a colleague to educate you about another bit of programming at the Pine School. I'm looking at my watch. Just before we are just before 9:30, and I do like to keep this time together short and efficient. I'm going to come off of my presentation now as I look out to all of you. And I'll remind you again that this was recorded. So if there's something you want to hear again, or you want to direct a friend to view something, that'll be available in Sunday's nightly news. So again, thank you everyone for turning up. If you have any feedback about what would be helpful for me to offer during these times, or something you'd like to mention to Evie as far as the Parents Association, definitely reach out to both of us. But I'm going to wish you a very happy Friday, and I hope to see you all tomorrow night for our welcome back reception. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.